All right. I know. Hold the applause, because things are going to be a little bit different this time around though, and there's 3 big reasons. Number 1, I'm rusty. It's been about 7 years since I did monthly vlogging, and about 5 years since I made stuff regularly for myself. 5 years, is that right? It's like 3.5. Chill out. Either way, I've got to grease the hinges a little bit. That is kind of why I'm doing this though, because I'm out of practice and this is the best practice. Number 2, I'm insecure. Don't know what for. I don't know if I like the word insecure here. Not as self-assured. I don't know, something self-conscious. That's, you know. 7 years ago, I made a bunch of cool videos, and when that series finished, I wanted to make an even cooler series. That was the What's Next trilogy. But I was simultaneously way too ambitious, a total perfectionist, and I just got completely overwhelmed by all my hopes for what it could be or should be. So I put off making it. I got totally flooded by fear and resistance, and I've spent the last 4 years berating myself for not doing enough work on it. Consequently, my confidence in my personal creativity just totally plummeted. I became very self-conscious, lost a lot of self-esteem, etc, etc, you get the idea. I've been scared even to put myself on camera or put other people on camera, like some sort of film equivalent of avoiding eye contact. But the thing is, I don't care anymore. I got to such a low point that I no longer care. I got a full circle. And also, quite frankly, the only way I feel I can build any confidence in this is exposure therapy. So that's what we're doing here. However, the 3rd reason this is going to be different, number 3, I'm busy. Really busy. I have a job now. When I monthly vlogged before, I was at university and I had, I think, around 8 contact hours, whereas now I have about 33 contact hours, and that's not including, you know, admin, invoices, emails, etc, boring freelancer things. So this is really just going to be done in the hours before work and on the weekends. So I'm not going to have time for elaborate set pieces or clever metaphors or whatever it's called when you come back to the same thing 3 times. This is going to be scrappy, like a book of scraps. But it is not a scrapbook. Instead, it is a creative reboot. In this space, I'm giving myself complete permission to be a total beginner again. So I'm going to take on a bunch of mini projects. Small challenges that put me outside of my comfort zone, mostly in creative stuff, but in stuff that I'd likely be putting off otherwise. And maybe I'll film a little bit of my life in 2025 along the way, get a bit introspective. I'm calling the whole thing Creative Reboot, Angle's Mini Project Series, or CRAMPS for short, because everything needs a silly little acronym. All right, enough preamble. Let's get on with number 1. Let the challenge. Again. Drawing. Yes, I'm going to start off pretty simple, something that I have done before, but I have kind of never been good at. Did I do much drawing as a kid?
You did some. You were also known by your friends as being very good at drawing.
Really? No coaster for me. Living large. What can I say? All right. Need pens. This was going to be one of those calls where I'm sort of roasted for being rubbish.
But you weren't.
I guess that...
I don't think I can roast you for being rubbish, Anne, apart from tidying up.
Vacuum cleaner. Firstly, I'm going to just draw something from the dough. In my head, I'm not good at drawing.
No, art. People said to me I was so good at art.
It's already gone bad. Oh dear, I can't remember what his nose looks like.
There's an art folder of yours with Boy's Rule written on the outside of it.
Well, you know, kind of let the people know. I think what I'm currently doing is demonstrating my hubris to think I could just pick up a pencil and immediately be good without putting any effort in. All right, drawing 1, I am gonna call it there. And instead, I'm gonna do sight. Drawing from sight, I'm gonna have an image up, same person, and I'm gonna have the reference in front of me, and I'm gonna draw, actually drawing the lines that I see in front of me. I'm gonna see the difference. And I've got a pretty giga Chad chin going on. I'm getting in the zone in a way Oh no, that's not good. That's bad. That's a mistake. What does Bob Ross say? Happy accidents.
Just convince yourself you can't draw, and therefore you can't draw, because you kind of self-sabotaging a bit about it.
I just want to make this actually good. Don't have a eraser. Everything I do is irreversible, just like real life.
The doing it is the point, not the reception from the rest of the world. It's quite hard as a grown-up to justify doing that, to spending all that time doing something, but it is actually really good for the person doing the creating. Playing an instrument would be similar. Just doing it because you like doing it.
Yeah.
Not because you're going to be in the Albert Hall.
Oh, I think that is done. Yeah. Let's do a comparison then. That's image 1. That was without any reference. And then image 2 with reference. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. I'm slightly proud of that, actually. I take a bit of pride in how Shrek-tacular that is. I have to remember that I am 27 years old, and this was done by a 27-year-old, and that humbles me and makes me think, oh no, it is a bit naff. But I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign it, and I'm gonna sign this one, and it's signed. That's good. I think Shrek 5 comes out this year. That's not why I did it. Isn't that a lovely bit of poetic symmetry, unintentional poetic symmetry that Shrek 5 is? Not really at all, actually. What am I talking about?
This winter has felt colder than usual. I don't know if that's just because the flat we're renting is pretty lousy insulation and the heating bills are horrendous, but I don't think it's just the temperature making it hard to get out of the warmth of the bed sheets in the morning. The last couple of months have been fairly dismal globally. I've been left feeling pretty despairing and cold, asking what's the point. So having these drawings to do, it's given me something to lose myself in. Each morning I get up, I make my Weetabix, and I get to drawing. I also read. I'm reading this book by Campbell Walker. Point is, I'm really grateful to have something to throw myself into, to get fired up about, and a reason to brace the cold. I'm not saving the world, but when I'm drawing in the morning, I'm in my own one. In other words, I think I've finally found the point. Bad joke. Disappointing. What? Oh, also I think my Weetabix is fully degraded. So, rock and roll start to the morning. Ooh, lasers. Too early. Too early for lasers. Too early.
So I had an idea for the main kind of showstopper drawing I wanted to do to conclude this whole month, but I wasn't entirely sure it would work. So I gave it a test run, which is kind of cheating, but it's done now. I wanted to draw loads of different pieces of a pocket watch on clear kind of acetate style paper and then overlay them. And then it would all come together as kind of coggy, mechanical, but beautiful bit of machinery. And I don't think it works. The gist of it is there, but it just is so cluttered and chaotic. It's quite tricky because I don't actually know how to assemble a watch, so I've been having to kind of refer back to the blueprint. So, I mean, I'm glad I tried it, so it wasn't this big anticlimactic thing, but I do have to kind of go back to the drawing board of concepts with not much time to think of something elaborate. Back to the drawing board then, ha ha ha. Maybe that's part of it, the whole doing it again thing. What you get is what you get, and that's what you get. help me.
That's really cute.
This here is the bridge obviously we went and saw.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit rusty and it's a not very secure bridge, right? And then this bit here is really chaotic and busy.
Nice.
But look, it's behind me.
Yeah, I like the birds.
That's because I spilt some chocolate and I had to cover it up. Yeah, there's a little, if you look closely, there's a little speck of chocolate there. Yeah, I'm just happy I did it. I did it.